Starting at the bottom right now in game number 3 here in our winners match at the Ritmix RSL. We have Scarlett, lost game 2 on Whirlwind, was successful on the first map, but now we have her on the third up against the opponent to the top left. It is Symbol, and this is Khaldor Waste. And Khaldor is a map where you can see a lot of different things. We could see a 10 pool. We could see a very aggressive play, 10 pool, 10 gas. Sometimes you see a very heavy commitment to a Zergling attack on 15 harvesters or on 20 to 22, because the distance between the main base and the natural is quite huge. It's not easy to defend that, it's still possible, but it's something where some players struggle. But both players for now are going for the Overlord at a normal timing. We're not gonna see an early pool just yet, but Khaldor is one of those maps where you definitely can do that. This is not Whirlwind. This is not a huge 4-player map where you will be sure that you can get away with your 15 hatch. So we might see adjustments by both players here. This is where mind games really come into play, and it's the map that Scarlett chose. Symbol, on the other hand, decided to go into Whirlwind, which is exactly the opposite of Khaldor, so he might not be too comfortable playing this map. We talked about their statistics earlier. Symbol in general a bit better in the Zerg versus Zerg, but this is also a matchup that's highly volatile. And Scarlett has shown in map number 1 that she can take a map and maybe 2 against Symbol. But what we have at this point is both of them going straight into the 15 hatch once more. And Scarlett is getting a little bit more greedy than that, going into additional harvesters before she starts with her own spawning pool. But the timings here, not too different. Not really all too different, and a very similar performance by both of them so far in this game. The scouts are of course heading out. The overlords like Romeo and Juliet, they can't reach each other. It's a sad love story that we have, but it's a true one. And let's just find out what's gonna happen this game. Both games so far we saw Mutalisk play. Both of them are trying to go into the Mutalisks, and in the first game Scarlett was much better defending her third base and getting killing the third base of her opponent. But Symbol showed that he is not an opponent to be trifled with. He was very, very aggressive in the last game with his style. Transitioned out of the Mutalisk, was able to get those chain fungals up, took his base, and that was really what won him the game here. The extra base, that's what it's all about in ZVZ. If you have a base over your opponent, you will have the better production, you will have the better upgrades. It won him the game, and let's just find out what's going on now in this particular match. What exactly can Scarlett do? What can she do against Symbol? Is she able to win it, or will she have to go to the consolation match in this series? Both players now with the extra queens, you can really see that we have the commitment to the harvester count. We have the extra queens being produced. Speed is already being started here for Symbol, whereas Scarlett might gas a little bit later. So that's the small difference that we have in the build. Later speed for Scarlett, but she's also getting additional queens. So right now this is really pretty interesting, because she will be defensive. That is the one disadvantage that she has. Symbol is already getting the Baneling Nest, and he can try to be the aggressor in the game. Scarlett could even attempt to completely forego the Baneling Nest and go straight into the Roach Warren. Might possible for her, getting the double gas in the main base now. But what the extra queens really do is give her extra safety here at the ramp. She can block with a double queen right over there, and with additional spine crawlers over here, if she realizes there's a massive attack coming, the ramp will be safe, and the base also to a certain extent. These are things that she can do, but she needs the scouting information, which is of course why those overlords are really crucial for her now. Everywhere positioned on the map, and overlord also for Symbol at the right side. So the spine crawler here really more important for Scarlett than it is for Symbol. Symbol doesn't really need it at this point, and Scarlett is going into the evolution chamber where Symbol starts to get his Roach Warren a little bit faster than the Canadian Zerg player here. Scarlett just droning up. She has the better economy, or had for quite some time now. Lings are trying to run in, but with a double queen, as mentioned before, that's just no going through. There's just nothing that he can do to get into the main base. Tech now coming up in the main into layer, but let's see how Symbol is starting to do this. You might realize that Symbol is currently at 34 drones, and he doesn't drone anymore. He doesn't get any additional harvesters. He's now looking at the Roach Warren, and he's getting additional overlords out there, which usually indicates that you want to get additional supply in army. And with 10 roaches already being built. It's quite transparent that he is going to attack here. And this could kill Scarlett. She needs to identify what she's up against, and she needs to defend. The queens are going to be a very important part of this, but one spine crawler is most likely not going to be enough. Her own Roach Warren is on the way, and she gets the +1 attack upgrade, but she really needs to start focusing on building units. She's far ahead in the worker count, but here comes now the army for Symbol, and this is the point in time where Scarlett has to dedicate all of her resources, all of her lava, straight into roaches. She needs to build units right now, but she's lacking the money. We have the spine crawler at the front. The queens are already there. A little bit of energy is ready for the transfuse. The roaches are coming out. We have speed and the +1 attack upgrade not done just yet. What can Scarlett do here? She needs to defend this, and she knows it. Symbol has no tech. He has no tech, but he has a shit ton of banelings, and he has the roaches to back them up. And here we go. Symbol is moving in. Scarlett with a spread immediately, and the roaches are trying to focus the banelings down as much as they can. Symbol is losing a lot of supply here, and Scarlett looking really decent. The spine crawler is done. Another one will be completed in just a few seconds. The attack upgrade is about to be done, and the roaches are now also being just rebuilt, and it looks like Symbol is not able to go through here. Scarlett might just have held. She holds easily, easy peasy. Scarlett holds the base, and now suddenly she's on lair tech, she's on +1 attack, she will have the speed upgrade, she is in the best position ever, especially since she's already ahead in the harvest account. Perfect hold. Perfect timing, perfect hold, everything worked out. Did you see how those roaches moved out, were spotted by the Overlord, and immediately Scarlett was able to build her own units, because there was the exact second where the Roach Warren for her finished. That was like no coincidence. That was really planned out. Very technical build here by Scarlett. Makes this work. Walks across the map right now. Has the advantage in army supply with 42 against 35. But more crucial, she has the +1 attack upgrade. Snipes the roaches. She snipes the spine crawler. The roaches are gone. Scarlett can dance them for all we know. And this is going to be game. Good job by Symbol so far, but Scarlett, just the superior player in this series, takes the third game, advances to the next stage of the Ritmix RSL, and Symbol will have to play the consolation match against either Pold or Mexet.